Hey, how you doing? It's Kareem here, and I'm just sat in my kitchen here in London having a quick cup of tea. And I was thinking about the time I experienced the energy of a Tony Robbins event. So about 12 years ago, I experienced a Tony Robbins event very briefly because I hadn't actually bought the ticket. I was there as an employee, registering people that were going to this event. So it was a huge conference centre in the Docklands in East London, if you know London, and loads of people were arriving. There was about 6,000 people, I think, for the event, and I was part of a team registering them. And even before people getting inside, people were whooping and cheering, and I was a bit taken aback by the energy that was already kind of bubbling up before this event. And I kind of was a bit freaked out as well, because here in the UK we were a little bit more reserved, and I knew, you know, this guy was from America. That was about as much as I knew of Tony Robbins, to be honest. He was big and he had big teeth, and he was a motivation guy, and he helped people have breakthroughs, and I really just was not aware of any of this, the work that he did. Anyway, there was a bunch of people there. I also knew that he helped people walk across fire, which sounded cool, without burning themselves. Extra cool. So yeah, I was intrigued by the whole thing. But as I say, I hadn't actually got a ticket to the event. But once we'd registered people on the first day, so a few hours into the event, we were invited, you know, to go and experience a bit. So I went in, and with my friend at the time, and we both looked around, and we were kind of agog. There's like high energy kind of dance music going boom, 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 and everyone is up dancing and cheering. I'm like, is this personal development? What's going on here? And then this guy comes out, tall, big teeth. He starts speaking, and he's just such a, you know, dramatic presence when he starts speaking. Just everyone was hanging on his every word, and then it got to the point which I remember, which I will take away. I've taken away and used from that event to this day, because what he was saying in this particular section, which I experienced, was the reason people don't have the breakthroughs that they want is because they're asking themselves the wrong questions. So you're saying our mind is really obedient. It's like an obedient dog. You throw out a question and it'll come back with the answer. But the problem is we throw out the wrong questions. So, prime example is when something goes wrong, it's like, why am I so bad at doing this, right? Or why did this go wrong? And then all the answers come back. Your mind says, you're so bad at doing this because you're useless, or you didn't do that, or you didn't try hard enough, or you're rubbish at doing those kind of things. And it comes back with a whole load of negativity, yeah, because you threw out a negative question. So what's the solution? And this is what I always remember: ask a positive question. How can I make that better? How can I succeed? How could I have succeeded? How can I make this better the next time? What help do I need to get? What would it take for me to be able to succeed in this area of my life? How can I change this situation around for the better? And if you honestly ask those questions and sit with yourself and are receptive to the answer, because I guess we can ask these questions but not be receptive. But if we are genuinely receptive, your mind is going to give you a whole load of information and suggestions, and just focus you on a solution. So that's what I always take away from that event. You know, I came away going, oh, that was just, you know, a whirlwind of energy. And I haven't been to another event since, but yeah, I plan to go back. But I'll always use that information because, like, for example, when I was struggling for work, you know, I applied for hundreds of jobs and I wasn't getting anywhere. And it was like, well, why aren't I getting a job? And, you know, the answers that came back was, oh, the job market's rubbish, the employers are, don't know what they're doing, they're not seeing my value, and they're not doing this, and it was just negative, right? But actually, well, when I came up with the question, how can I deal with this situation, it led me gradually to realizing that I could create my own work. And that gradually led me to looking online and realizing just the overwhelming amount of opportunity there is to work online, to communicate across the internet with people, to work with people, to make a load of money online. Now is the time to do that. And if I hadn't been receptive to alternative solutions, I would never have thought of creating my own work online. So that's what I recommend to anyone. If you're looking for an alternative to the world of working for someone else, look into setting up your own online business. Just there's a link below this if you're looking for ways to tap into systems, tools, strategies, education that'll get you to a point where you're making money online. That is something that's available to everyone. If you match passion with tools, education, and the right strategies, you can make money from wherever you want in the world. And that's something that I'm really grateful to have discovered. But I never would have discovered that if I'd kept on, going, why won't this work? Why won't this work? Because that would have given me all the negative answers, as opposed to, okay, what's the solution to this economic environment? It's to create your own work. I strongly believe that. So I don't know if you've been to a Tony Robbins event. That was my experience of a Tony Robbins event. If you have been, just leave your comments and experience below this video. It'd be great to hear them. And click the link below if you're looking for a way to make money online, to start your own online marketing business. Just want to know more information. And I'll see you on the next video somewhere, somehow.